Welcome to the post-Christmas stream. I've been working all week, even on Christmas, so this is my vacation or holiday. But I wanted to start stream off by rating the ugly sweaters, because we never got to finish that. And what we're going to do is it's only Survivor ugly sweaters. So I got a tier list right here. Hey, welcome to stream. Thank you for joining. We are rating ugly Christmas sweaters in by daylight for a video I'm trying to make. We'll start all the way at the bottom, I guess. So we're going to start with Yui. And every Survivor I have an ugly Christmas sweater for, I always have a fit. But we're just going off of sweaters. So straight up, what we're going to rank here is we're ranking what do the sweaters represent, the character, you know, the idea of the character, their lore is represented in the sweater. Then that's what gives them a little bit more points. If it's something basic like, okay, guy likes motorcycle, like she drives a motorcycle, that's it. That's like literally, I mean, yeah, that's it. It's just a reference to a motorcycle. So, like this, we're going from S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, and D tier. D tier is like so lazy, it kind of is ass. All right. C tier, basic. You know, it's not offensive, and it references the character. B tier, it does the reference, but it does a little bit more. I would say it also has to do with design-wise, if it's visually appealing. And A and S tier, I think, can be interchangeable, but mainly is all those previous things. You know, does it represent the character? Is it visually appealing sweater? Does it make more than one reference to what they do? You know? So, like, for Yui, I'm going to give her a B tier. Because the sweater, obviously referencing the fact that she is a person who rides a motorcycle bike. She has like padding on the back of her sweater to like imply it's like a jacket. Same with her back logo. So it's making a reference to two different things. Visually, I wouldn't say it's the most appealing. So I'm going to give it like low B tier and keep it moving. So it's low B tier, and we're not going to change it unless I see something that really stands out. Now we are Aestri, and she's the bard from the Dungeons and Dragons collection. I want to say she's sitting at least, because, like, okay, obviously loot, medieval theme. Visually, I wouldn't say this is, like, incredibly ugly Christmas sweater. Like, it's ugly in the fact that I would never wear this in real life, but, like, visually, it's pretty, like, consistent. You have the bard loot in the center of her chest. And I guess we would put Baemar in here as well. His is, I think, uglier, which might actually give him a point up. They're both basic, though. And I want to say, okay, so Aestri, visually more brighter, a lot more color. It doesn't hurt my eyes as much. So I'm going to give her C tier, because it's still a reference to, like, oh yeah, she's a bard, she plays the lute. Baemar is going to be, like, if she's C tier, he's top of C. Because it's again a very basic one, but it's actually ugly. This is actually an ugly Christmas sweater. It makes me like not want it. Like, it's so gross looking, but it works. It works with what it's trying to do. Let's do Ada Wong. So I'm not a Resident Evil fan like that. So the references to the moths, I think, is just a reference to the fact that she had a dress that had a moth on it. And then, what is that? Secret agent, referencing the fact that she is a secret agent, like normally is a double agent. Literally has her name on the back, has a gun on there to reference the fact that she normally pulls a strap on people. So there's a lot of shit going on here. This is ugly, too. I mean, like, it's over-designed, but it's good. That's kind of the point. I want to say she's topping, because there's a lot of references as well. I want to give her A. I'm going to give her an A. Detective Tapp. He's a cop, and that's what that's a reference to, and that's it. I'm gonna give that like mid C tier, like in between Aestri and Baemar. Vittorio. He's from the past, and that's what this is a reference to. Again, I think it's uglier. I think it's uglier than Detective Tapp's, but not uglier than Baemar's. I mean, this is pretty ugly, though. Let's give it... I'll put it right below Baemar. Right below it. But, like, above Tapp. Yunjin. This one's ugly as fuck. But the problem is, it's also just a reference to the fact that she's like a music producer, and that's it. I would say, that in mind, it's so ugly. Like just headphones. It's pretty fucking ugly, dude. The pattern, it's like cheetah print. This is kind of breaking rules because it's only making a reference to one thing. But I'm going to put it B tier. I'm giving it B. It's pretty fucking ugly, and I think the ugliness is boosting it. Adam, he's a teacher, so that's what the reference is. It's pretty ugly. I would say C tier. Above Detective Tapp, below Vittorio. We'll see more after this. Okay, Cheryl. Cheryl's has the references. Was the Eye of Metatron on her, and then a little reference with the bunny, the Silent Hill bunny. And it's actually Christmas colored, so it actually kind of goes it's pretty sick. So you got two references. You got barbed wire all over to reference Silent Hill too, and chains and shit. Okay. So I want to give this. I want to give it an A. It's like, this would be clearly ugly if you saw it in real life, but I think visually it looks appealing, but also has all the references that we were talking about. So yeah, I think A tier. Sable. Now this is just ugly. This is ugly as fuck, and not in a good way, where I'll just give it points. Like, I'm gonna give it points, But like, I think that's just a witch's cauldron. So it's a witch, and like you got ghosts on the back, and I think it's just to make like she's goth, you know. But I won't say it's an ugly sweater, and it's pretty fucking ugly. So I'll give it like low B. But I don't like. There's no real references going on. It's kind of confusing design wise, and it's ugly. But it's just like it. I don't feel anything from it. Zarina. I will say Zarina's is like what? Oh, she likes cameras. Oh, she likes coffee. That's it. Visually, I would say this is a appealing sweater, so that also takes off some points. I want to say, I'm giving it high D. High D because I think Dwight's is worse, where it's just food. And I'm gonna give Dwight like this is bad because it's just like one thing and that's it, and it's not even that ugly. This is ugly, but it doesn't give me anything. It just gives me 0. So I'm gonna give Dwight a like he's at the bottom. He's D tier. And then Zarina's like slightly above it. Yeah. I think that's where we're gonna put that. Yoichi. Okay. So obviously from the ring, the watch me with the videotape and the phone, ring ring. A lot of references. Pretty ugly. Pretty ugly, but also appealing to my eyeballs. So I'm going to give it high B. High B. I don't know where exactly. I'll probably do it in a video format. You'll see where, but I would say high B. You know, makes a few references. Let's do Jill. You got bullets on her shoulders. You got the red plant. It says her name. And it says stars on the front. And you got 2 Glocks on where her boobs are. Okay. All these things, pretty good. And it's ugly as fuck. This is a horrible sweater. So, I'm going to give it an S tier because it's a lot of references. It's ugly, but it's not too ugly where it's like ill. Like this is gross. Yeah, this is gonna be our first S tier. I think that actually works really good. Now you got Jane. Okay. And she's on air with Jane Romero. And you got like a little tiny Jane on your back. It's on the stage, on air. She's a star, you know. I get that. It's pretty ugly. Like, I fucking hate the stripes. I want to give it... It's only a reference to like one thing, which is her show. I want to say low B. Low B. Okay, so this is David. And the reference is he played rugby. Ass. This is an ass sweater. It looks terrible. I'm not going to give it D tier, but I'm giving it low C tier. It's hideous, but it only makes a reference to one fucking thing. I don't like the fact that it has like skin, like arms, like it's showing his arms. It's weird looking. So that bumps it up from just like D tier, but it's only a reference to one thing, and it's like a thing that kind of matters to his backstory. So there's that. Elodie Rakoto, she's an adventurer, so she has a compass on her chest, and then she has a backpack on her back. This isn't that ugly. I think it fails as an ugly sweater. And like, I don't get anything from this, so I'm going to give it D tier, and it's going next to, I think I gave Zarina also D tier, and I think that's what I'm getting from this. Ooh, Ellen Ripley. Okay, so like the licensed ones have like multiple references and shit, so I do like that. So Nostromo, reference to the ship that she was in. The very 80s colors. I like it. It's ugly and I like it. Ripley on her back. Oh, there's Jonesy. I think it's good in comparison to the rest of the licensed Christmas sweaters. I'd say this one's doing a lot less, but it's still pretty good. I'd say mid B tier for it, you know. Kate, she's a country girl, so she's a whole sweater full of horses, and she likes music, so you got music notes all around her. At least 2 references, so that's better than nothing. It is ugly in tone, like the colors are gross, so that's a little boost. And I think that's it. Like it's not that deep, so I'm gonna give this again mid B. This is like a mid B tier. It's gonna go somewhere. You'll see where in the final product of the video, but it's mid B. Then you got the twins, Thalita Lira. She likes kites. They run a kite business in their lore. Same thing with Renato. I think Renato's is uglier, so he gets more, like he's gonna be like slightly above, but because there is just a reference to like one thing, and it's like, okay, kites, that's it. Like Thalita's isn't as bad looking, to like it doesn't hurt my eyes as much because maybe it's blue, but this one's just like really fucking yellow and it's just gross. So I'm gonna put this one C tier. It's gonna be C tier for Thalita, and then I'm gonna put her brother slightly above her in C tier because I think it's just like a uglier sweater. Plus, I think the fact that there's like, it's like a reference to the beach because they in their lore they find Skull Merchant like on a beach with their kite, and I think this does a lot more reference than the sister. Like the sister also has the beach theme, but I think this does more. Like this literally portrays the beach. Okay. Mikaela is actually ass. This is an ass Christmas sweater. Because it just has a cat on it, bro. And I guess it's like witchy, but like, nah, bro. This shit's kind of ass. So I'm gonna give this one, it's not as bad as Dwight's, but I think this is below Zarina's. So I'm gonna put it right there. Felix, he's an architect, and he has a suit because he's an architect. D tier. I think it's better than Mikaela's because I think this one's uglier. But that's about it. Okay, so Haddie's ugly, right? It's pretty fucking ugly. And she's a monster hunter, so you got all the little monsters, you got all the cryptids, and then you got like this radar device on her back, which is a reference to what she pulls out sometimes. So I'm going to give this one, I think, low B. Low B. Rebecca. Alright. She's a healer, so you got the medicine all at the bottom. She's Star's agent. She's rescue. The basketball reference to the one basketball photo. A lot of references. I'm going to give it, it's ugly. It's brown. Automatically, it's just like an ugly sweater. I'm going to give it A. It's giving A. Gabriel. A's me. He's from the future in outer space, so planets. I'm going to give that low C. I like the look, but it's just nothing really. Low C. Taurie. She's a cultist. She has the mark of her cult all over her. Entity and shit. I will give this. It's ugly. Hate the colors. So, again, like a low C tier, kind of going next to Gabriel. Alan Wake. References to the deer cult. And the lighthouse. But actually, I really like the coloring. So there's a few references to the game. I'm giving it, but it's just such a appealing looking. I'm giving this one. It's appealing as fuck. Just the black and red. So this is an S, bro. I'm sorry. It's a few references, but it looks good. It just looks clean. Jonah. He's a thinker. And that's it. Mid C. Oh, Nea. She likes cats. That's it. I'm giving that a D, bro. That's next to Dwight, bro. Meg. She plays sports. But it's just like basketball and that's it on there. Swish. Above Nea. But also going into D. Leon. RPD. Zombies. Sights. She got the badge on. I mean, it's ugly. I give it low A. There's multiple references and shit. I just don't really feel anything from it, but it's going to be low A. I know this is a reference to the show, but it's kind of bland, kind of nothing. So I'm giving it a D. Again, it's going to be above Dwight, but like barely, dude. Honestly, above Dwight, maybe above Nea, below Meg. Same thing with Steve. Steve is like, I feel nothing. Again, a reference to the show. Above Nancy, because I feel like it does more. Bills. Zombies, the Left 4 Dead logo, Vietnam, his guns, his rank when he was in there, Tropical Jungle. Going in S. Just going in S. There's a lot of references. There's a lot. It's ugly. It's green. You know? Jake's. He got stuck in a tree one time. Oh, wait. I think he tells a story too, low-key. He's up in the tree. He's hiding from some boars. And then... did he fall down? He hurt himself? So there's a little something there, but I'm going to give it C. And I think it's like high C, because it does tell a story, kind of. But not anything crazy. So Feng Min, she's a gamer. Level up. Game over. Low C. Low C. Ace, he's a gambler. And that's it. I mean, that explains his personality. I'm going to give this top of D. Top of D. Claudette, she's a botanist. So plants. Mid D. I'd say because it's visually like kind of mid, is going next to like Nea. Jeff, it's just sick. It's just a sick shirt, honestly. But it doesn't really do much character-wise. Bottom of C. Not at the very bottom, but like it does what Alan Wake thing does, but it's just like what he listens to rock music, and that's why he has some skulls on there. I mean, if there was like a back design that wasn't just the same thing but plastered, I'd probably give him more points. But yeah, I'm giving him like around the bottom of C. Ash, he has his chainsaw and his boomstick, and I think that's a Deadite head all plastered around him. Chains, probably from when he had to chain up the door. There's a lot of references. I'm gonna give it low S, and I think we've reached the top. We're about the top. So Orela, she's an EMT worker. I like the fact that like you can see Santa's EMT sleigh coming and going, and it's pretty fucking ugly. So I'll give this mid B. It's a reference to like one thing, but it has like appealing little story to it. V, she's a drummer, and then you got Axe Kick, which is a band, and then you got the axe in her back. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And it does the black and red thing, but also you got the Christmas colors. Low A. Low A. Walking Dead ones. Reference to outline Michonne and her two walkers. Surrounded by walkers. Sword. Her little sword on her back. I'm giving this one low A. And we'll finish it off with Rick Grimes. Iconic pose. Surrounded by walkers. His hat, which is good. I would say low A as well, but above. I think it's above Michonne's just because it's uglier in color. but it's just like a slight. And there we go. We have ranked all the Christmas sweaters. I don't know what the list looks like until I make my final video on it. So there you go. But that's it. You know, there's your list.